Being an open book as far as your life is concerned is or can be a good thing, but there's also a term that we like to use when you're just talking too much, and it's called too much information.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to a, we call you normies.
Chad Ochocinco, the fun-loving former wide receiver for most notably the Cincinnati Bengals, but he also had a stint with the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins before his retirement from the NFL. Now you most know him as the sidekick of one Shannon Sharpe on the show Nightcap, which is very good. He also has a post-NFL game show that he has with Ryan Clark and others. I believe it's on NFL Network, along with Bill Belichick. And he's doing very well for himself. He had some drama lately about, I think, his fiance and some other things like that, which, it's all good. But most of us know him as being a football commentator now post-NFL. And well, all of these pre-Super Bowl shows, he was on Stephen A. Smith a couple nights ago talking about his life and how he met Shannon Sharpe with the new podcast and all that kind of stuff, and some women things, stuff like that, right? Relationships. And it got to a part where he was talking about an unusual way that he used to prepare himself or heal himself after football games. And that went also into another subject of some performance issues he had as a young man, which led him to do some things about that, okay? And we're going to get into it, all right? So for all of you, stop playing the video ninjas. For all of you, stop pausing the video ninjas. Stop interrupting the video ninjas.
Get out! Get out! Get the stepping!
A link will be in the description box so you can watch this without my interruption or commentary or criticism, all right? Thank you if you're still here for your viewership and fair use.
That's it.
Is it true that you actually use the urine of teammates to help heal your injuries?
Yeah, that's why I
very
never got hurt. It's not
That's-
nasty.
That's very nasty.
It's called a home remedy.
That's
Home remedy.
nasty. What does that mean? A home remedy from
home
who?
remedy.
Who came up? Grandma? Who
Yeah,
came
my
up
grandma.
with that?
My grandma told me that.
Really?
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Home remedy, using other people's fluids, to heal yourself. I mean, maybe you was in the wilderness or something. You didn't have nothing else to use, but after a football game, these guys have very weird ways of healing themselves. And some people take the cheap way out. Other people, like maybe LeBron James, would spend millions. But this guy said he was using other people's,
Remember, yeah.
Other people's urine?
That's the only way to get it done. That urine, the toxins inside it, brings all that swelling out right away. In less than 24 hours.
And then you go home and all of that stuff.
You warm
take
it up,
your feet,
you put it in the microwave,
in bed
put it
and
in
stuff like
there.
that. Your woman, and she never had a problem.
Nope.
With that? No. Because it's all about pleasing your woman, right? You always about making
Well,
her
actually,
happy, right?
I was focused.
You was focused at the time.
Back then,
so you
during
were
that
sleeping
time.
alone?
Yeah, I
Did
was
you use
sleeping
in bed
alone.
alone after putting your feet in urine?
It might have been 2 or 3 women at that time. Yeah. We got to think back then. I was doing amateur porn too as a side hustle.
Oh my God.
Enemy spotted.
You used to do amateur wet on the side. So while you was playing football games and using other things to heal yourself, you were also engaging in a side hustle in another profession that was also putting strain on your body, nonetheless, right? Yeah, the story gets even more weirder. Let's go.
You know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, while I was playing.
And even if I did know it, I wouldn't tell on you like that. I wouldn't want to do it.
Hey,
This
this
Mr.
is back-
about to be married.
I know, but I have a past.
I
We all have a past.
That's a very promiscuous past.
No, it's not promiscuous. It's not
How
promiscuous.
the hell is engaging in porn not promiscuous?
Well, how else am I supposed to perfect my craft?
Let's go. Because there are ladies out there that are in this profession that will tell you they don't think this is promiscuity. They call it a job. We have a new category, right, for the ladies out there, and it's called SEGG work, right? So this is merely how you make money. So a lot of these women in this industry are married, they have children, they have relationships with other men or other women, depending on what side of the fence they're on, right? And so it's a job. They're just using a tool to make money, and they go home. They have a family. They kiss their husband on the cheek or in the mouth. They give them the same thing that they gave their coworker, right? Even though it's better when they gave it. It maybe it's more passionate when they give it to their man versus the guy on set. Don't ask me how that works out. But yeah, they'll tell you it's just a job. So like he said, he's perfecting his craft or making money. What's wrong with that?
Am I tripping?
So you engage in soft porn to perfect your craft.
It was amateur.
Amateur porn.
Yeah,
Amateur.
porn. Can I tell you why that happened?
Please,
Let's go.
Free.
Small story. I was in high school at the time,
Oh Lord.
and I was losing my virginity.
Small story.
So we had engaged in horizontal activity.
Yes. Not vertical.
No, it was horizontal.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it was vertical.
Go ahead. Keep going.
And she got to the point where we were in action, and she said in my ear, "Go deeper. Stay with me now." And what hurt me is I was already all the way in.
Oh, no.
Damn. Ah, man. You was all the way in. God, dog. Woo. Man, look. You know, I mean, it happens sometimes to me. It's never happened to me. But, yo, if you ain't got the tools for the job, I mean, it's unfortunate. You will never have the tools for the job for every young lady that you might end up having relations with. And that's understandable. You know, some women are more endowed in that area, if you will. And so if you're not just as endowed in that area as they are to match, well, then you might have a situation like this where, you know, we had a term for that back when we were kids, back in the day. I forgot what they called that, man. But yeah, you couldn't hit the bottom, man. And that's unfortunate. You drowned, that's what they say. You got drowned. You know what I mean? You couldn't make your way to the top. You couldn't hit the top of the pool. You couldn't make it to the bottom. And hey, it is what it is.
So I had ran out of pee-pee. And that is what caused me to get into amateur porn, so I could perfect my craft in the pelvic area so I would never have to hear that again.
You do understand the cameras are rolling.
Yeah,
You understand? I mean, do you really, really want people to know this? I mean, I can edit it out, bro.
No,
You don't have to.
don't edit it out. I told you I don't have a private life. I'm here to share my stories and my shortcomings.
Shortcomings.
Back then, I've had surgery since then. So I'm good.
So what you're trying to say is that who you are now
Yeah, completely
is
different.
manufactured because it was surgically enhanced.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And And I'm comfortable saying that. And I can tell you that this is something you would never be able to get on TV. That's why we on your show.
Shout out to Chad Ochocinco for giving us that. We got more though. I'm not done. I'm just saying. Can we normalize? And he's going to say this in a minute. Can we normalize men doing what they need to do to make themselves better, to make themselves more comfortable, have better self-esteem? Because he's going to say this in a minute. You know, women do this all the time. They get their chest done, they get their backside done, you know, the hair extensions, makeup, you know, they have to get their face done and tightened up and all that kind of stuff. Hey, you know, we got guys now, they're getting, you know, they're getting performance enhancements down in the genital area. They're getting surgeries to get taller. You know, they're freaking getting ab surgery put in, all that kind of stuff. They're getting tummy tucks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, do what you got to do to make yourself feel better. All right? Let's go.
Surgical enhancement, we usually hear about females with that stuff,
Right.
not men.
So why can't we? Why can't we? I want to feel better about myself. I want to be able to walk around the beach in my Speedo without being laughed at.
And you're saying that at one time you were being laughed at until you had surgery.
Do you
and
know
now
what
you
that
don't
feels
want
like? Like
I'm not one who needed surgery,
okay,
Chad.
I
just
so
did
you
it.
don't understand. You don't understand how it feels.
No,
Like,
I
listen,
don't. I don't.
I listen. I just some women they get enhancements to feel better about themselves, and I need to do the same thing. Do you know what that does to me mentally? That hurts.
It hurt.
That I'm talking about here.
Now you have to understand. Some would look at you and they would say, "Hey, we saw you crying over the Bengals." So you
I
talk about what
did.
hurt you. Do you talk about what hurt you?
He
I
did
mean,
cry.
when something like this hurts you. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because every damn thing seems to hurt you. If you're
does.
crying over the Bengals,
Right. So
I mean, let's be fair, man. I mean, the Bengals. I mean, I would have cried for the Bengals too.
Yep.
Because they're almost like the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they got a good quarterback. You know, they seem to have a good team, but they can't seem to make it over the hump. Chad Ochocinco is a native of the Cincinnati Bengals, so I understand how he takes that their team struggles and wins very personal. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with that either.
I can't fix that. I can't go play for the Bengals right now, but I can fix myself.
There you go.
how long was the surgery, man?
It took about
Now, how long was the surgery? Or how long did he? Okay.
minutes.
Surgery was 15 minutes.
Yeah, only $8,000.
Excuse me.
Only $8,000. So I went from 3 to 11 inches like this.
So you just gonna tell the world you were 3 inches? I didn't ask you that question. You know,
I know.
you didn't have to say
But
that.
I'm just trying to get better context on where I was to where I am now.
How the hell could that happen in 15 minutes? You got me curious
I
now,
don't-
and
I
I don't
wanna
have that
know.
problem.
I don't understand.
But
I
how
don't-
did that
I-
happen in 15 minutes?
I don't understand technology. I don't know how that works. I just know from the time I went in, anesthesia, I
Yeah.
was asleep, I woke up, looked, wow. That was it.
Did you tell your lady you had this enhanced surgery?
Yeah, I told her. Because I
How
love when I
does
meet
she
with,
feel about it being a manufactured thing as opposed to a naturally born DNA kind of thing?
well, listen, I don't say anything about other women that change their DNA that they're born with. They like to enhance themselves as well, you know? And so
Shout out to Ochocinco again. You ain't gotta tell her. 'Cause at the end of the day, she's getting the pleasure, right? She's getting the pleasure. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about the things that go into a woman getting pleasure, but I'm sure she's not gonna be somehow worried if it was real or manufactured. All she's worried about is the end result, right? What's she gonna get in the end? What you gonna get in the end, right? At the end of the interaction, if you will. All right. So yeah.
she understood.
Do you have any issue with a woman who chooses to enhance?
No, whatever you need to do to feel better about yourself.
Nope. I don't either.
More aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I'm all for it.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I
either.
don't know. You sure?
I
good?
don't. I mean, that's not
natural
what
is
that's
cool.
not
I
what
don't-
I'm with.
Right.
But I don't have a problem with
Right.
it as long as it's done right.
Right.
It has to be done right. If
It-
you're gonna pay money
Right.
and have yourself enhanced in any way,
Right.
you understand? You gotta do it right.
Right.
Do it
Don't
right.
waste the
And-
time and the energy if you're gonna do it wrong.
And the best place to do it is in Houston.
How come you didn't do it in Miami?
Huh?
How come you didn't do it in Miami? Miami or what was
No,
wrong with
the
Miami?
guy in Houston, he's A1, A plus. Yes, sir.
How old are you now, Chad?
Me 57.
You're 57 years of age. How old or young do you feel?
All right, so they're gonna, pivot now to a different subject, whatever. But y'all see it, right? Chad Ochocinco says he did amateur industry work. He used other people's, sauce to heal himself, and he got himself surgically enhanced to make himself a better man in the bedroom, if you will. Again, I don't know if any of this stuff is true. We're talking about Chad Ochocinco here. He's a pretty comedic guy at times, so I don't know if he's just doing this for the show or if this stuff is actually true. But I found it funny, and I will report it. It's Monday morning. It's Monday. I figured it'd be something funny to watch. All right, so y'all see it. And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a Normie here to bring you the latest and greatest sports news entertainment. Let me know what you think about Ochocinco and his performance issues in the bedroom and how he fixed it. All right. Woke up 15 minutes later and he was like, wow, from 3 to 11, huh? Amazing. Anyway, let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.